Hey, it's Jave and Andy from Two Dudes Reviews. We've got the two hot chicks here tonight because, well, we're drinking wine once again.
Imagine that.
Yeah, the hot chicks, sometimes they participate in a beer or a cigar review, but not incredibly often. But as far as wine is concerned, the biggest winos in the house are sitting right next to us here. We're having a 2014 Chronic Cellars Sofa King Bueno.
Sofa King Bueno, I like it.
You kind of almost have to say it just like that. It's a beautiful, beautiful blend. Now, when you think blends, you might be thinking maybe 2 or 3 varietals all put into the same wine. But this is a true Paso Robles eclectic mix. What's going on in this thing, Andy?
It's an eclectic mix. So we have, number one, it's a 2014 vintage, 46% Syrah, 27% Grenache, 22% Petite Syrah, 3% Mourvedre, and 2% Tannat.
Now, when you get into those types of micro percentages in a blend, you have to have a blender who's either A, out of his mind, or B, really, really good at what they're doing.
Or he cooks like me, and he just throws a pinch of this and a pinch of that in there, and that's how it comes out. It comes out good, and who knows if we can make it again. Right?
So let's get some pouring going on here. I'm in a wine mood.
All right, tell us all about this, Jay, because you brought it back.
Yeah, Allison and I, and careful, there's not a whole heck of a lot still left in that bottle. Allison and I visited this winter. It must have been 2008 or something like that. The family owns a wonderful, wonderful vineyard called Peachy Canyon in Paso Robles. And Peachy Canyon is kind of an upper echelon winery. When I say that, I mean multiple awards, very, very tough to get outside of the Paso Robles region. And their wines have got a hefty price point. You know, it's a white tablecloth type of winery if I was to equate it to going out to dinner somewhere. So, you know, you have bottles of, their cabs or their zins or their blends, and they start at about the $40, $50 price point.
Okay.
So we heard a rumor that the sons of the family, the 2 boys, wanted to keep the wine industry alive, but they wanted to inject a little new flair to it. And so the boys went off and started their own winery. Thus you have Chronic Cellars. When you go into the tasting room, it's like walking into the Cabo Wabo Cantina. I mean, there's a pool table out there, there's 80s rock playing, it's all bright colors as you might see on the label. And their labels are unique. It's Sofa King Bueno, right? This bottle right here, $15 at Costco. So the price point is spot on. And this is their big blend. I mean, you know, their other wines like, I'm trying to think of a name right now.
The other wines.
The other wine, you know, $8 to $10, $12 range. This is kind of like their Cadillac.
This is their Cadillac.
So let's give it a whirl and see if it's worthy of the Sofa King Bueno.
A whirl, a swirl, and a taste, right? Try a sip.
Just smell it.
So Andy, what are you picking up on the nose on that?
It's really kind of fruity. I get a lot of berry fruit. Light and bright.
Blackberry.
I like the tannic structure too. It's not. It's really a soft tannic, but
I think you
still
said
get
it.
that.
The word is soft.
Soft.
It's a very soft drinking wine. You definitely have those tannins in there. You definitely have some of the berries.
You want to smell it. I like it when you can smell it.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of oak in there as well. A lot of times the oak will overpower the berries will overpower the oak when the wine isn't aged for an incredibly long period of time. And this one's got a real nice balance on the nose.
I like it. It's a good easy drinking wine.
Nice legs.
Nice legs.
Nice legs.
Nice legs.
She's always remarking about the legs or the buttocks.
Chicks and wines. I mean, nice legs. There you go.
It's got beautiful legs.
What does that mean? What does it mean when you have nice legs?
That has a lot to do with the tannic structure of the wine.
The tannic structure and
residual sugar.
It's sugar.
It's residual sugar.
See, look how they all
So it's kind of sweet and mellow.
They're all, but look how they're all together. I mean, it's just like, ooh, they're all falling beautiful.
So it's a cascade of legs.
It's a cascade.
It's kind of like the Rockettes. Right? It's a cascade of legs. Wait, they're going the other direction.
That's true. Left or right? Are we above the equator or below the equator? I think you got to go that way.
Oh, really?
Anyways.
No, I swear, listen.
It's the 2014 Chronic Cellars Sofa King Bueno. Any of the Chronic Cellars I've had have been extraordinary, and this one certainly lives up to the name, and at the price point, it really can't be beat. Highly recommended. It's Two Dudes Reviews.
Cheers.
And 2 hot chicks.